How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Kizzy E-Wheels here. We are back with another electric scooter video. Today we're going to be talking about the SEGWAY new electric scooter lineup. Now we were hoping for a SEGWAY GT3, but SEGWAY is going to be surprising us with a SEGWAY ST1. This is a whole different line from the GT3. I'm still hoping that we're going to see the GT3 maybe next year, but this year is going to be the ST1, which is going to be a 31 mile per hour top speed electric scooter. The ST2 is going to be 50 mile per hour electric scooter. Now, as you guys know, the SEGWAY GT2, which I have in the other room, top speed for me with GPS recorded was hitting about 39 miles to 40 miles per hour. It has a lot of torque. So this ST2 that SEGWAY is saying that is going to be 50 miles per hour, it might actually get you to maybe about 48 with a GPS recorded speed. This is for someone that weighs about 220 with gear on. Just want to keep that in mind, but still it is a good thing to hear that SEGWAY is still pushing with the electric scooter lineup. Like they're gonna keep making electric scooters with a little bit higher performance, because we know that the days of the SEGWAY Max, 9-Baht Max, those small ones like the rental scooters, but now they're pushing to stay on high performance. Also, SEGWAY have e-bikes now that are gonna be coming out. It's just that they're limited. Like the power of one of their e-bikes was topping about 28 miles per hour, because they want to make sure that it's an electric scooter that is legal, like for the street. That's one of their focus. They want to be able to sell it everywhere. The electric e-bike that goes a little bit faster can be classified as class 3 e-bike. They don't want that, so the e-bike is still on the class 2. We know that they can make something to go faster, which is why we're hoping for this their electric scooter that's going to be coming out at the end of the year, which is going to be the SEGWAY ST2. Is going to be hitting 50 miles per hour with a GPS recorded speed. I just want to show you guys the comparison of what it looks like. You have your other electric scooters here. You have the SEGWAY P. I'll bring this. Let me actually like screen record, so in case I put this up on so you guys can see them. So we have the SEGWAY P100X and ST2 Pro and GT1. Show you guys how these things look in comparison. That ST1, it looks like it's gonna be a different suspension from the ST2. The ST2 looks like it's gonna have the suspension that the GT2 style has, because you can see it like poking out right there. You see that suspension area. Let's zoom in a little bit more. I gotta zoom in and hold this. I don't know why it's snapping back, but you guys can see right there that suspension, red suspension that's popping out right there. On the ST1, it actually has like the dual suspension, like the dual forks, like the Wolf King GT, and that's what this kind of reminds me of. The ST1, the way that it's kind of set up reminds me of the GT. As you guys can see the back side of that thing right there, that's like those GT, the way that it kind of has that rod going around it. So it does remind me of the GT, but I think the biggest thing that we're gonna be looking out for is gonna be the price for these things, because if you guys remember when SEGWAY came out with the GT2 and the GT1, I strongly recommended that they drop that price, because they were saying they're selling it for $4,000, and I highly recommended that they drop that price to something that's a little bit more appealing to people, because this would allow them to step into the market for semi-high performance electric scooter, because this was their very first one. And with everything that the SEGWAY GT2 and the GT1 was offering, they were electric scooters that were already in the market and they were already selling a lot. Dutron was selling a lot. The 010X was there hitting 40 miles per hour, and they were selling for maybe around 2,000, depending on which one you get. Even the 011X was around 3,000 mark. SEGWAY was trying to sell this for 4K, and I saw that was going to be a big problem. It's going to stop them from making sales from this. And the issue with this is, if they do not make that much sale, they will not want to release another electric scooter. they will probably go towards e-bikes and, you know, some dirt bikes or something else. They did listen. The price of the GT2 dropped to about 2,500, from 4,000 to 2,500, because we stayed on there. We still like telling them, lower the price of this electric scooter. With the specs, it shouldn't be this much. And this is one of the things that is really important for you, my audience, and the people that are tuning in to watch my video for the very first time. Our voice needs to be one when we're talking about these electric scooters and affordability, because these are really important for the future of these electric scooters to last a long time. We need to tell these companies how much these things should cost, because some of them do not know how much the market value of these electric scooters should actually be, but some of us do. Some of us who also work on this electric scooter take time to fix it, you do all these things, you realize that you're the one doing the maintenance. There's no warranty that's really that solid for you to send your electric scooter out, or there's a Segway shop that's around for you to make repairs and it will be from warranty. Just like your car, when you buy a brand new car, you can take it in, get oil change and do some other maintenance stuff, and it's free of charge. These electric scooters do not come with that. That is why the price have to always be right, so that they can make as much money, as much profits from the market when they actually put it up. So going back to this ST2, I hope that Segway have learned from how the Segway GT2 did on the market and price this thing properly. Something that's going to be hitting 50 miles per hour. Look at the other electric scooters that are out there right now. You have the InMotion RAX, which is hitting 60, and I believe those ones are going for $4,000. The InMotion RAS hits about 63 miles per hour and is going for 4,000. Segway, please listen. If this electric scooter is only going to go 50 miles per hour, you're dropping that price to around 3,300. That's how much this thing is going to should be starting up with. It should not be 4K. It should not be, don't even dare think about 5K. You're not even going to make it in the marketplace, because you guys already know Voro Motors also have their eMove Roadster, which is about 5,700 and is going about what, 70? I think most people have actually gotten 68 miles per hour and almost getting to 70 miles per hour. This is depending on their weight. But I know somebody that weighs 240 pounds, the eMove Roadster can get them to 63, if not 65 easily. And it has a big battery. And this is another thing that we have to talk about. Segway, the ST2 have to have a bigger battery. It has to have a bigger battery because range is extremely important. I know we talk about top speed, torque and all that stuff, but it's also have to get you from point A to point B. You have to at least make an effort to get you maybe into like some close by cities, because that's one of the things with these electric scooters. When you check in reality, some of these high performance electric scooters, you really can't take them to far places. Like you can go maybe the actual claimed 50 miles and then let's say you're walking maybe like 40 miles away and you go 40 miles and then 40 miles back, that's 80 miles of range. You realize that you need to plug that thing in to charge. There's no way that you will do those miles and come back unless you're riding on the road like 15 miles per hour or 25 miles per hour and you weigh about 125 pounds. Those are the only time that you achieve those things. So if this electric scooter is going to be one of the best things, like the Segway GT2 is doing really good right now, Segway needs to make sure that they put a bigger battery on the ST2. I'm putting this out there right now. I hope their marketing people are aware. And also another thing that Segway needs to focus on, I know a lot of you guys are aware of this if you're deep in the community, is support. After sale customer support is extremely important with these scooters. I know with my Segway GT2, when I had some issue, they had I think it was Angie, she reached out to me and was able to take care of things. But since then, Segway have been changing their support person, and people will be waiting for them to respond to emails and going back and forth with customers trying to find like how can we resolve this and that. It's really difficult, and some of those customers, they actually come to me even though I don't work for Segway. They come to me, they're like, Kizzy, we know you talked about this, how can we reach out to Segway, how can we get them to do this and that. And sometimes I actually have to take the initiative and contact some of the people that I know that have communicated with me in the past that work for for SEGWAY, like, hey, this person needs help. What are you guys gonna do about it? So I hope that the support system for SEGWAY, with the SEGWAY ST1, the ST2, and all the other lineup that they're gonna be coming with their electric scooter, I hope they start building a great support team that's going to be supporting all these electric scooters, because that's one of the most important things when buying an electric scooter. And all of you should know this by now. An electric scooter that costs you maybe about 4K, 2K, these electric scooters should come with at least some really good customer service. It's not like electric scooter that you pick up that's like 500 bucks, 300 bucks. These are hard-earned money. You know, I take it very serious, all of you guys that are out there that take your hard-earned money to invest in this product. You guys are the #1 top priority, and every company should say it that way. That's how I say it. I think that you guys should be catered to. I think that you guys should be taken care of. I think that if you guys have an issue with your electric scooter, that you shouldn't have to take months for you to get in touch with somebody to actually resolve the issue and get you back on the road. Because a lot of people right now are trying to use electric scooter as their daily transport. They're trying to use it for what they use to commute to work, to go to the grocery store, to run errands, to do whatever it is that they want to do. So it's important that these electric scooter companies are on top of their game to give people that assurance that, hey, you can leave your car. You do not need to own a vehicle. That you can just literally rely on using your electric scooters to do all the things that you need to take care of. And of course, in a way where you have to travel like far into different states, you can rent a car, which is fine. Still saves you a lot of money on insurance, gas, and all this other stuff. I know we're talking about a lot of other things that, you know, might still have to do with the SEGWAY, but also talking about electric scooter companies in general. But with this ST1 coming out, it just brings up a lot of things that I want to discuss with you guys, because I think these are really important things, and I hope that SEGWAY takes this into consideration. Anyway, this is Kizzy E-Wheels. I'm looking forward to this ST2. The ST1 is probably going to be on the lower end, like those people that bought the SEGWAY GT1. Probably maybe single motor instead of a dual motor. Since the SEGWAY GT2 was a dual motor and then the GT1 was the single motor, I prefer dual motor all day because it's way better. It's a whole different torque system that you're gonna get out of it. So I'm pretty sure most of you who are interested in more higher speed, more torque, you're gonna be leaning towards the ST2 instead of the ST1. All the other electric scooters that are in the works right now, you guys better be ready. There are so many electric scooters that are coming out, and I'm here to give you guys an honest opinion, non-biased, non-sponsored, just tell you guys how it is straight up, and also try to help these companies navigate through the marketplace and knowing how much these electric scooters should cost and all that, because most of them, I really don't think that they do. I don't think they know how much you guys are willing to pay for some of these electric scooters, because they don't really do the deep research that some of us do. Like, I'm in the community, I talk to people all the time who ride these scooters, and they tell me things. Kizzy E-Wheels here. Thank you guys so much for supporting my platform. I really appreciate all the help, all the comments, subscribers. Yo, man, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys. And shout out to SEGWAY for continuing the electric scooter high performance line. I would say semi-high performance, and you know that 50-mile-per-hour electric scooter ST1 is probably gonna be their actual first high performance electric scooter. But yeah, shout out to SEGWAY. Shout out to all of you guys that support my platform. You guys are the best. Kizzy E-Wheels here. Peace out.